Lucky ones, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'll be sharing you guys a couple of the pro techniques that have helped them with their tracking, centering, and most importantly, their game IQ. I've been trying to get this video out now for a couple of weeks, but as the techniques get a little bit more and more advanced, they're a little bit harder to explain, but with the right tools we now have, I've been able to explain to you guys in detail. And in the comment section below, let me know what's one thing you guys want to work on to help improve your guys' gameplay. Is it your recoil, is it your aim, or your movement, whatever it may be, man, and maybe we'll cook up another video for you guys to help improve your gameplay. And since you guys found my channel, if you guys improved in any way, shape, or form, man, it would mean the world to me and the team if you guys could drop a like and subscribe here if you guys are new with those push noties on. It helps us out a lot, man, and we're creeping up on 100,000 subscribers, man. I don't have a set time goal for it, maybe by December, maybe by April, but if you guys are new here and you enjoyed the content, make sure you guys are subscribed with those push noties on so you guys know every single time we upload a new video. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out. All right, guys, so as you guys heard from the intro, the things I want to focus up on this video are the topics revolved around tracking and centering. And you guys maybe have heard those terms from my movement guide video a couple days ago or weeks ago from now, and they're not really too focused on movement, more about your positioning and gameplay, but I figured why not make a separate video on it, because these are actually key and important points that's going to help elevate your guys' game to that next level. And again, this is a little bit more advanced. We'll go over the basics first and go over a couple terms, and then we'll, you know, get into the more advanced techniques, and then I'll show you guys some gameplay of me actually showcasing everything I showed you guys today. But the first thing I want to talk about is going to be right hand side advantage. Now we'll go over the basics of it, and I did touch up on this in movement guide, so we'll go over it really briefly. But right hand side advantage is basically the peeker's advantage that the player has. Now this is usually with first person shooters. It's more popular along the CSGO kind of type franchise, but it's also been in Call of Duty since the beginning, as well as Halo. But I know in CSGO there is that tactic where you could switch your settings, where you go from, you can have your hold your gun on the right side or the left hand side, but it just shows how important it really is. So real quick, I have Ian on the other side. We're gonna go ahead and peek on the right side first, and we're gonna show you, boom. So right about here is where my crosshairs begin to be exposed. Now, this is the quicker side of the peek. So if I want to go ahead and strafe, right, this is how it's going to look like. And my body, yes, is going to be exposed, but let's go ahead and reference what it looked like if I had to peek on the left-hand side. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and peek on the left-hand side, but keep in mind, my gun is still held on my right side of my character's body. So for me to actually get the crosshairs over right about here, my body now on the left-hand side is going to be more exposed than it will be on the left-hand side. And as well as strafing is going to be a little bit more different and more exposed. So anytime you take a fight, you should most likely try to reference it on the right-hand side versus the left-hand side. So that's the basis of what the right-hand side advantage is. Try to peek somebody who has the peeker advantage on your side. Well, it's not as simple, but if it comes down to it where you guys have to take that gun engagement, you should never strafe a player who already has, you know, knowledge on where you're at, especially when they have the peeker advantage. So instead, what you need to do is go for just a little bit of a bunny hop. Now, this bunny hop is a little bit different when it comes down to it, because a normal bunny hop, I guess you could say, would be like in sprint and all that stuff, but you're kind of just hopping over. But notice what I really want to take, you will have you guys take away, is when you jump. Okay, you really kind of want to jump when your crosshairs are centered on what building you're focused on, so that when you jump back or when you land, your crosshairs are already going to be centered on where that player may or may not be, and that's going to be in across from me, going for that peeker's advantage. And we'll go over a little bit more on centering, and we'll get a little bit more into that topic. But instead of going here, peeking and then jumping, what happens is this player now is going to be able to track me rather than me jumping up top. When I jump up top, the crosshairs are going to be just below my chest now, so the bullets are going to hit a little bit weaker. And if I go here and then jump, that player now has a better shot at landing those bullets and even getting the headshots. That's going to kill me a lot faster. So you want to peek from a position that they're not expecting, and although they're expecting you to come from the right hand side, jumping from up top down low is going to catch them a little bit off guard. And the second topic we're going to talk about is called centering. Now, you guys may have heard this term a lot, and I reference it almost all the time in my live commentary during actual gameplay, but sometimes it's a little bit harder to follow when it's happening live. So I decided to take a little step back and really go over the basics of it first. So what centering is see this crosshair on your screen. It's a little bit easier maybe to see here or on the floor. Those are the crosshairs that we call the center point. We want that center point to be, it's called a prediction base, or pretty much a prediction, where you want to predict where that player may or not show up. Now, is a player going to show up down here? No. Is a player going to show up there? No. Is a player going to show up if I'm turning this corner down here? No. So what you need to do is have that crosshair be the point of direction of which you expect to take your next gun engagement. So we have Ian set up top, and what that's going to look like is when I approach here, watch my crosshairs. I'll do this a little bit quicker. and as I go to take the fight. So we'll slow it down a little bit. So basically as I'm going up, right, my crosshairs begin to track up just about a second ahead of where I'm headed to. And the reason for that is because if a player jumps on that stair, well, I'm close enough to take that gunfight. Okay, I'm usually in a sprint animation, and as I'm going up top, okay, I'm currently scanning the room. I'm not going up top and going like this, because if Ian pops up, then I have to find the center point, track him, and then go for the kill. Versus if I'm already, you know, here, my crosshairs, as soon as I notice he's there, all I have to do is ADS and then shoot, and then he's dead. It's more simple than going up top and going like this. Or look, that's a little too much, but like here, which I see all the time, and then finding it. You're gonna lose that no matter how fast your reaction time is. That's more of a console style play style, and you do not want to be caught looking like a bot when you guys are playing on Verdansk or even on Rebirth. A second useful tip when it comes down to centering is to use it while you are running. Now, centering can be used as a scanning, and we'll kind of, this will be like centering plus scanning, but basically as I'm scanning an area, you know, it'd be different if I'm running and then, oh, there's a guy up top left. Let me go just peek it. It's too slow, right? Similar to how it was in a close quarter atmosphere, but now we're talking about when maybe you're rotating, maybe when you guys are in a bigger building or whatever it may be. You guys will see a lot of pro players do this. Well, they'll just slide cancel, look up, and every slide cancel, right before they cancel, they're looking in an area where they predict a player might or may not be. And the reason for that is because that kind of creates that snappy look. Not only is it flashy and, you know, looks cool, but it's highly effective. So as players are running, they'll scan. And although my centering might not be perfect, it's easier to go from this point to this point or this point to this point than it is to go from here. Oh, there's someone there. It's going to take too long. I have to go from here, there, rather here, left, right. And so I'll go. So nothing there, nothing up top, and then right there. And then all I have to do is aim a little bit higher and then take a shot. Now, again, it's not perfect centering because as your atmosphere becomes a little bit bigger, the shots are a little bit harder and the distance a little bit more, but it's going to help you guys be a little bit more effective when you guys are caught out in the open. The next thing I want to talk about is scanning. Now, scanning is really easy to do, but nobody really does it. And for two reasons: either A, you're completely clueless and just have no idea what to do, or two, you're playing too fast and you're overlooking the basic steps, right? So scanning, what that is as I clear out a room, right? This is what scanning doesn't look like, right? Or scanning could look something, or not scanning could look like, and then taking that fight there. So here's how scanning works, and it's all about timing. So as I'm approaching this gunfight, you can slow it down. Now, I was kind of like, I won't be in a sprint animation, so I'll slow it down a little bit, but I'm going here. I'm going to go ahead and notice my center point now. Instead of it being centered on the screen, I'm trying to clear out everything as fast as possible, but also get the fastest ADS. So as I come here, I'm going to go ahead and hold this, scan, and then once I see the player, I can take the initial shot. Many times we'll see a player rock in like this, and then look, but by the time it comes down, it's too late. So you need to slow down your approach when it comes down to buildings. First, you clear out the basic, nothing there, and then you'll kind of look. And then once you see him, you take your shot, and that's gonna give you the quickest time. And although I don't have the right instant advantage, it's easier to do that than to just put your whole body exposed and then take the fight from there. The final point I want to talk about is strafing. Now, strafing is important and it's basic, but there are times where you should be strafing and times where you shouldn't be strafing. Strafing is gonna help you out in an idle position where both you and the player in front of you are not sprinting, you guys are not moving, but it's time to kind of take a fight in any way, shape, or form, and you just gotta deal with the cards you're dealt. So strafing, basically, if the player is in front of me, we're in the middle of a gun engagement, I'm gonna ADS and I'm gonna go left and right. Now, depending on the weapon you have, you might not have a fast ADS. You can even go for a hip fire ADS, right? We go like that, depending on your shots. Excuse me, I didn't mean to kill him. But your shots will go a little bit, well, let's wait till he gets back. So strafing, there's two different ways, right? You get ADS, but again, depending on the gun and attachment you have, you might have a slow ADS, or if you're close enough, you go for a hip fire and it's going left and right, left and right. Now, this is when Ian or the player you're fighting is in an idle position where they're maybe also strafing too, but they're not sprinting going back and forth. When you shouldn't be strafing is when there's a player in a sprint animation or running away. Or the second option to show you guys is when you guys should not be strafing, and in simple terms, that's when the player in front of you is not in that idle position. They're moving as well, but in one direction. I'll show you guys two ways. So if Ian is currently moving to his left, I'm not going to go ahead and put myself in a strafing position. So we'll have Ian right now Q to the left, and we'll see what that looks like and how hard it is to track. And it's a little bit harder because I put myself in that idle position where if he wants to take that fight, it's hard for me to hit my shots, while for him it's going to be quite simple because he's the one moving, not me. So what you need to do when a player is moving in one direction constantly, you need to move in the opposite direction as them, and that'll help you not only, you know, stay constant in that fluid movement, but also make it harder for him to hit your shots and put both of you guys on equal footing. So as Ian goes to his left right now, I'll be going to my left as well. So we'll go that. It's kind of that stalemate animation, and that's kind of that shot works. And once you maybe have taken 4 or 5 steps, then you can maybe add a strafe to it because you've already started to move. But you don't want to also move in the direction he's moving. So I'll have Ian move one more time, because that is going to be a lot easier for the player in front of you to hit their shots. And if you're playing a player who's not the best, going left is going to benefit you more than going right, because anyone could just point and shoot their weapon versus someone who has to track in the opposite direction that they're moving. So I think those are around 4 to 5 steps, as well as going into detail on exactly how you guys can improve your guys' gameplay with tracking, centering, strafing, to scanning, everything as a whole, man. It's a little bit different from our movement guides we do, but I think it's important if you have good movement to also have good position and game IQ. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. We'll show you guys some quick gameplay, 26 kill game dub with capture on me on Rebirth Island, showcase you guys exactly what I showed you guys in this video, but live. Maybe it'll add some discipline to my gameplay and won't die as often. Don't check the map.
Yeah. I'm trying to add patience to my gameplay. I need to be more
100%.
patient.
Oh my god, we got a UE.
Something that I struggle with. Coming down there to help you.
Two to your left, two to your left. They're coming out behind you. Last 2. Other one's weak behind you. Get these out. Get them out. Get them out. There's sweats. Last guy on you. Nice.
They're coming back. One's coming back.
We go to the thing. To the bot.
We can get Lodi. Yeah.
Nice. I have a UAV in pocket too. Can I even do this? Can. Wow, I didn't even know I could do that. Flying in above you. Could be low enough.
Nice, not.
Yeah. Here, I drop him.
I think on top. Control. I might be tripping. I think I'm.
I drop you money. You might be able to get.
Well, how did we have so much money?
Yeah, I found a bunch on the way up. I'm popping. I pop.
You're just wealthy.
We can't overflight.
This dog just kept right on me for some reason. I don't know what Fernando's doing.
Got him.
Nice, good baby.
Yeah, he's dead.
Bro, there's my Lodi.
Chest. Could technically almost buy another one.
It'll be fine. I'll be able to. Did you pick up the UE? Yeah, you did. Okay, good.
Yeah, I got your UE. Sorry.
What just happened? Oh, my controller's not.
We're all down bad on our controllers.
I
No.
don't plugs, and then it has input delay if I don't pre-plug it back in.
Vibing. The guy on you actually killed me.
We can't overflight inbound.
My map will sometimes come up. The gamble. It's like a cooldown.
Close call.
No way. Oh.
Enemy UAV overhead. Be advised, UAV is bingo fuel. RTB for resupply. Enemy team is tracking your position. Hostile drop.
We're frying every game though.
Yeah, that's good.
Bounty target has been marked. Kill him.
I'm stunned.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Got sweats on me.
Taking fire here.
25 remain. Solid work so far. Got gas inbound. Safe zone relocation. Enemy UAV overhead.
No, I didn't know it was the last. Probably get you in a second.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Acknowledge wave. Recon intel inbound. We, of course, that's
UAV
right.
entering the AO. Victory rests on your shoulders. Finish the mission. You're safe. You lost the enemy tracking.
Shit.
Hostile dropping into the area. What? Be advised, UAV is being time's up. Objective failed.
You're holding it down over there.
Oh, it's just a show right now. Guy underneath me, it's the last one. Oh.
Got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated. Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Bro, I'm dead. Guys to my right and grandma's.
Enemy UAV overhead.
I'm gonna come to grandma's by UAV.
Yeah, it should be like one left over here.
Less than 10 to go.
I'm nowhere. No idea where he went. 42 meters down low.
Friendly UAV overhead.
I'm gonna let you get that.
Yeah.
Hostile dropping into the
No
area.
way.
Watch the skies.
You just shot me, bro.
There's actually a lot going on here.
You've got gas moving in.
That guy's knocked in your building.
Shot's good.
That's about the team. I never realized we were both frying like that.
You good? You have 30 seconds on the cycle.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
We'll go by another UE.
Sniper's gonna bug the shit out of me.
Holy shit.
Gas is closing. Get to the
Where's
safe
close?
zone. Friendly UAV overhead.
Is he in the air?
No, he's on me. Last guy. Two up top. One of them's flying in. Jumped.
I really hope this kid peeks me. That's what I'm pushing around.
That kid's an
God.
absolute like.
Only 5 remain. Finish the
Why?
There's one shot up there. Last team might be prison. Be careful.
Yeah, one guy prison. So it's a 2v1v1.
Oh yeah. with these last kills. You have more.
Yeah, I can take him.
They have 22.
Hey, you on grass? It is. Is he on the roof? He's on the roof.
He is. He just jumped off. He just jumped off. He did. He just fucking
No.
killed us.
All right. Get this last guy over
That
here.
counts to me. I don't know about you, but that counts to me. I don't know how the people would feel about that, but you know, to me.
I mean, do you think they give it to me? I don't know.
Oh,
YouTube's
they
kind of
obviously would. They
brutal.
don't
40
understand.
meters. Am I right? He's at the shit shack right here.
You got it, bro. You got it. Now, if I hit this no scope, all I'm saying is not on me.
You try to crawl in.
Let's go, bro. Let's go.
Let's go, bro. Let's go.
Show up.